Bonjour, mes amis! Привіт, мої друзі! Today I want to discuss a very interesting and distinctive game in the world of city building. I already reviewed in the past, but a lot of time has passed, so let's take another look and see what changed. What is the game? Qu'est-ce que c'est? If you read the title, you already know. The game is called Workers and Resource Soviet Republic. This is a unique city building, an economic simulator developed by the Slovak studio 3 Division. The game immerses players in the management of a socialist republic where every aspect, from resource extraction to the needs of citizens, is under your control, товарищ. It's one of the deepest and most detailed simulators of construction and economy, allowing you to feel like the head of a socialist state. This review covers all aspects of the game, from basic gameplay to the latest updates. I already reviewed this game a long time ago. Yes, in fact, recently I returned to it to see how it holds up in 2025 and decided to share my new experience. Honestly, so many updates have been added that it's hard to even remember what the original base game was like. And, товарищ, feel free to correct me in the comments if I get anything wrong. The main idea of the game is, of course, building your own socialist republic where citizens can embrace the power of communism. Товарищ, remember, vodka, balalaika, medved. Hint, all they really experience is factory work. Товарищ. Is different from other games. Here are the key features that I believe make unique. We are building communism, which means planned economy instead of market economy. In other games, the core system is market-based. Money flows automatically from taxes or selling goods. For example, City Skylines or Tropico. And in our game, you manage a centralized economy with no free market. Money is only earned through exporting your republic resource, from grain to machines. You must plan everything manually, pun intended. You'll have to set up production, logistics, and transport yourself. If anything goes wrong, the economy can collapse, people will start leaving, and your ideal republic will fall apart. Sadly, there are no gulags in the game, so there's nothing to stop people from leaving. For the first time in the genre, a fully realized Soviet-style planned economy is implemented. Economy is tightly linked to logistics, another major plus. In other games, resources are moved automatically. Transport is mainly for visuals of separate mechanic, and in our game, no automated logistic at all. You manually create routes for trucks. You need to select routes and parameters for each KAMAZ or bus. KAMAZ is the truck. Vehicles have specific stats and limited lifespans. Without roads you're stuck, especially annoying where you remember that in real life I used to walk 2-3 kilometers to school and university through literal fields and trenches. In the game, if the distance from home to work, canteen or school is more than 400 meters. Your citizens just refuse to walk. And this is supposed to be the USSR? They be sent to labor camps for that. We all know his name. Gulag. You must manage warehouse limits, capacities, travel times. Timing is crucial, especially if you're exporting. Any delay from bad weather, fuel shortages, or wrong issues, and your economy is dead. This happened to me more than once. Uniqueness, the highest level of logistic micromanagement in the genre. Deep production chains, or how everything falls apart and drives you to drink. Other games. Production is simplified. Mine, factory, store. Chains are short or virtual. Resource disappears from storage, appears in the shop. Worker and resource. Complex change. Iron ore from a mine, smelting at a steel mill, machinery at a factory sold or reused. Realistic population with needs and limitations. Other games, citizens, are just a crowd, like in cities skylines. Needs exist but are simple. Education, healthcare, transport. Worker and resource. Each citizen has characteristics, educations, age, needs, workplace, road, another. Each person is almost like a unique character with a dossier. People won't work if it's too far to walk, ride, there's not food, clothing, or healthcare. Loyalty is low. This affects government facilities, prison, radio, and other. They need full education. Kindergarten, school, technical college, university, job. You can build using your own resources. In other games, construction, money, the building appears instantly. Worker and resource. That option exists, but you can also build manually. Deliver cement, prefab, panels, steel, workers, and machinery. It all depends on your economy. Can you provide the resources? Uniqueness. First time a Soviet-style self-built system is implemented. High replayability and freedom. No campaign or missions, just sandbox mode. You can build an industrial superpower, a farming village, recreate the USSR or Czechoslovakia, play without imports, full self-sufficiency, specialize in exporting steel, fuel, energy. Uniqueness is an economy sandbox, not just a construction scene. Other features. There's trash, waste, water, and ecology all affect citizens. If things get bad, they leave. Heating for buildings and factories requires energy and affects pollution. There's crime, like most games in the genre, but no gulags. Dislike, not realistic. There's tourism, but tourists are too free. In the USSR, everything was controlled. This needs improvement. Workers and resources. Soviet Republic is a simulator for those who want maximum control, realism and difficulty. It's not a game about fast building, but about deep planning, complex economy, Soviet-style management, If you're into realism, logistics and self-building, this project has not rivals on the market. Downsize, some features and efficient. No furniture production, you have planks but that's it. You can process grain into flour in the farming, food sector. Few crops, just basic yield. No mass planting like during Khrushchev era. Every field is just corn. Animals, only cows and only for meat. Where are the dairies? Where are the military factories for weapons? And товарищ, I hope you liked my review and I wish you au revoir, bonne journée and good communism.
C'est le même que le nôtre, je suis sûr qu'ils ont la même chose et tout se passe comme prévu. Et sous le communisme tout sera foutu, cela